Today, going head to head, we have the brand new Storm Ion Max Pearl and the Brunswick Combat Hybrid. These two feel actually really similar because of the different characteristics of the bowling ball. I feel like the Combat Hybrid brings a slightly stronger cover, but a little bit of a weaker core. Kind of fits the same spot as the Ion Max Pearl, having just a slightly weaker cover and a really big core. They kind of see the end of the pattern fairly similar. I do think the hook window of the Ion Max Pearl is a little quicker, more kind of hook stoppy just because of that bigger core. The Combat Hybrid feels like the hook window is a little longer. It feels a little more blended off the end of the pattern, and you see a little bit more continuation in my eyes than the Ion Max Pearl. Both of these, in my opinion, looked much better the second go around throwing these balls. To me, I feel like the Ion Max Pearl was just a little too quick with that out-of-box factory shine on it. And I've thrown this now here, and I've thrown it a little bit at league, and I feel like it's kind of tamed down that quickness, and I feel like it blended the friction a lot better today than it did in our original comparisons video.
Both of these balls for me felt like they kind of fit a similar gap in the bag. However, I felt like the Combat gave me a way better shape than the Ion Max Pearl. I felt like the Ion Max Pearl was a little bit bigger and a little bit earlier, but way more rounded of a shape. And for what's out there today, that definitely hurt my ball reaction. I felt like because the Combat was just a little bit more retainful, if that's a word, but basically it felt like it shaped a little bit more down lane. However, it still was big enough to where I would call it a big ball. You know, both of these, again, same spot on the bag. It's not like they're drastically different, but just that little bit of cleanness through the fronts allowed me to feel like I could really miss in both directions, where Ion Max Pearl, I definitely couldn't miss right, and the miss in was kind of iffy, so like both misses just weren't quite there. So as I moved further left, I tried to see if there was any sort of look with the Ion Max Pearl, and I just felt like it was still mediocre at best, where the Combat, like I said, for me, I felt like I was able to hit it, and it still continued shaping as I got further left. So
if you guys want to see the winner between these two, check the link down below and check out our full versus video.